Hi there. Today we're working on something a little different, doing some honing, but not honing straight razors or knives. So today I've been working on um, the blades for this Kampfe Brothers razor. This is a Star razor from Kampfe Brothers. The patent dates, I don't know when this particular razor was made, but the patent dates on the back of the razor cover the whole lather catcher style that this razor has. And those patents date from the late 1800s. I think the oldest patent here is 1886. So very old razor. This particular one with the case is in excellent condition for its age. The screw is in pretty good shape, comes up and holds nice and snug. This is not the length of the handle. The handle the full handle is here. And it fits into, sorry, I got that wrong. It goes in, the handle goes in like this, and then can screw in. So this is what you would typically have as an assembled razor to use. I happen to like long handles, so this really works for me. The other thing that's kind of neat about this extension, well, I'll show you that in a minute. The blades for this razor, as you can see, it's a pretty ornate head. The blades for this razor slip in like this into the razor head, slip all the way down. There are some stops. There are some stops here and here that stop the travel of the razor, of the blade. And then there's a spring back here that is designed to keep, sorry, I keep moving out of view, to keep the blade in. And so that's all there is to it. This razor was designed with the idea of replaceable blades, and it was designed to have the blades be sharpened. That's the other cool thing about this this handle extension, is that it also fits into a blade holder that looks like that when assembled, and the blade holder accepts the blades, and you can use this as a handle for sharpening. So this was a 7-day blade set. We're down to 5 days. I'm going to take the Saturday blade, and we're going to sharpen it in this video. So the first things I'm going to do is to put a little camellia oil in the cavity of this holder, and then put some electrical tape. Since this is an antique and it has printing on it, here, let me show you that. And it has printing on it. I'm going to use electrical tape to save that for posterity. So I'll be using this holder with electrical tape on it to sharpen the blade. So I'll come back with everything set up and ready to go. All right, I'm all set up in my normal configuration here. Here is the blade with the blade holder and handle electrical tape already assembled. By the way, electrical tape was invented in the mid-1940s. So this razor and the method for dealing with sharpening or stropping the blades predates electrical tape. So I'm certain the intention was that this blade holder would wear over time. But again, since this is an antique, we're certainly going to do our best to keep it as intact as possible. First thing we need to do is a sharpness test, because I'm going to once again use feedback from sharpness testing to tell me what to do. I have this already set up because I made an educated guess. I'm going to start with the 2000 grit Shapton glass stone, and I'm going to just go through my normal progression here. I'm going to work the stone a little bit and then test sharpening, and when I can easily push cut the packing peanut, the polystyrene packing peanut that you just saw, when I can easily push cut that peanut, then we'll move to the 4000 grit, and from there we'll move to the 8000 grit and finish on the 12,000 grit and some stropping. So here we go. I think did I flatten this already? I think I did. I'm gonna do it again just in case. I'm primarily doing this, I flatten, while I'm sharpening, I flatten a little bit before each hone, just to raise a little bit of slurry. I'm a believer in having a little bit of slurry until the final step. Slurry helps to keep the amount of burring down, and it helps to, and it's an additional, albeit less efficient, abrasive. So I have a three-part abrasive system here. The one part, the abrasive in the stone, and then the abrasive in the slurry. Just for a little lubrication here. Okay, let's see how we're doing. Nope, still no go. I like the way this blade is lying on the stone. It's moving the abrasive evenly across the whole edge, and so I'm happy about that. And so just following the procedure here, gonna continue until I get a good cut test. Very close. We're very close on a good cut test. So just gonna continue. I'm definitely, you can see I'm using two hands. I'm definitely biasing pressure towards the edge. Because I have tape and I have no idea how this blade was sharpened before, or even if it was sharpened by this method before. If tape wasn't used, then you know, I need to build my new bevel. Excuse me for a second. Sorry about that. Had a bit of a coughing fit. My guess is that we are getting there. The tape shows no. I was just checking. The tape shows no appreciable wear at all. Okay, let's give her a shot. There we go. We now have sharpness with a little bit of pressure at 2K. I'm going to pause and get set up for the 4K. Okay, here we have the 4000 grit Shapton glass stone. Let's raise a slurry on it. I just wetted it down prior to pressing record. Otherwise, that's the only thing you didn't see. Okay. I have a towel system over here for hand drying and for drying the razor. I think a little bit of lubrication would be good. Because I already have a well-established edge on coming off of the 2000 grit, what I'm really doing is just the refinement necessary, just the refinement that I can get off of the 4000 grit stone. So refinement has to do, the abrasive on the 4000 grit is a smaller abrasive, and that abrasive size will allow the apex on the bevel of this blade. The apex is the spot where the two bevels meet. And so the smaller abrasive allows the apex to be smaller, less collisions with smaller abrasive boulders on the stone. Yep, much less pressure is required. So let's move on. I'll pause again and pull up the next stone, which will be the 8000 grit. Okay, here we have the 8000 grit stone. Let's raise a slurry. And dig in. Same logic applies to this stone as the previous one. The abrasive in this stone is smaller, and so what we're doing here is refinement of the edge and narrowing. The edge has the apex has dimension. It's not a perfect geometric intersection because it's the real world, and so each stone, each smaller set of abrasive allows the refinement, implies narrowing of the two bevels to come closer to an ideal geometric line. The two bevels would be one on each side of this blade. A little bit more lubrication. I'm doing what I would normally do with a straight razor or a knife. I'm simply watching, paying attention to the feel of the edge on the stone, and I'm watching, in addition to the feel, I'm watching the slurry and how it moves over the edge. It's moving very easily over the edge. I'm definitely biasing a little bit to the edge here. These strokes where you see me come down and then come across, they have to do with cutting off any burr that is burr is little bits of steel that are cut by the abrasive but not completely removed. I kind of feel like maybe we want a little bit more in here. There we go, better. There we go. All right, let's test. Okay, here's the sharpness test. Effortlessly pushing in. So we are already at the sharpness level that we want to be. So it's sharp, but let's go take a look in the microscope and see if it's sharp dressed. So I'll go take a microscope image of the edge and show that to you, and then come back to finish up the sharpening. So we are both sharp and sharp looking. So the next step is the Nano 12K. Make sure that this, oops, looks like my camera has moved a little bit. Hang on just a second. There we go. Yes, the next step, this is the Nano 12K. Let's raise a little bit of slurry on it. Put some, in advance, put a little bit of water. Okay. That's reasonably straight. Same idea here. Again, smaller abrasive particles, which means material removal at a much slower rate, and the ability to refine the apex to a smaller dimension. The reason abrasives of smaller size remove at a smaller rate is each particle has less volume. So it removes less volume of material with each stroke. Pretty straightforward. Okay, let's test. Very good. All right, I'm going to set up for stropping, and then I will, which is the last step, and then I will be right back. All right, I did 15 laps on a linen strop. The strop is a hanging strop, and it's in another room and mounted so that it's easy for me to strap on, but not easy for me to put a camera near. So I did the 15 laps off camera. Then I just did 30 laps on this steerhide leather strop. I'll show you what that looks like. I don't try to apply pressure with my right hand here. I simply use the right hand to turn the blade. I use my left hand to apply even pressure at the edge, even and light pressure at the edge, just enough so that I can feel the tiny bit of compliance that's in the leather working on the edge. So I did 30 laps like this, and so now let's do our final test. This, if it's right, then this should feel like pushing into nothing. I call this pushing into the cloud. And that's pretty much where we are. Let's try it over here. Yep, there we are. And this is a push cut into this particular packing peanut is fairly dense. The polystyrene is fairly dense. So this is extremely sharp, almost no effort. There's a little bit more effort right here at this corner, but when you see the blade in the razor, that corner is not used. Okay, so the next thing to do is to show you a final microscope image of the edge, and then go do a test shave with this blade. Here is the final condition of the edge. As always, I appreciate your watching these videos, and I look forward to interacting with you in the comments. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.